morning. Matthew Buckley, the Chief Investment Strategist here at Wealth Creation Investing, and the market showing some surprising strength, and we'll talk about that in today's Monday Market Outlook. With just hours to go before we head over the fiscal cliff, Congress is going to meet this morning at 10 a.m. I guess they work bankers' hours and could meet at 8 a.m. or 9 a.m. like normal people. But anyway, we're going to go over the cliff, folks. It's just a matter of how hard the landing's going to be and how long until we land. But even though everybody's focusing on taxes and tax rates and capital gains and all sorts of stuff like that, a couple things that we really haven't focused on, folks, is the fact that the Pentagon, the Department of Defense, is going to get nailed by this sequestration. So the Pentagon's got to lay off about 800,000 people for some period of time, folks, because we simply cannot, the Pentagon cannot pay people. The Pentagon is one of the few areas, the Department of Defense is one of the few areas in our government that actually adheres to what they're ordered to do. There's a shocker. So if they don't have any money, they're not going to pay their workers. Isn't that incredible? Don't you think that maybe the president, members of the Senate and the House shouldn't be paid as well? But of course, that's never going to happen. I digress. So the market's actually, the futures were indicating a lot lower, but the market's paired those losses, and we're only down 20, and we're flat on the SPOOs. Seeing a nice, $2,500 gain in one of our portfolios here at Wealth Creation Investing and Top Gun Options, and the VIX is actually coming back in. Our volatility index had a huge run last week, 20-30% run, and the VIX can do that. But today we're seeing it down about 5-6%, and I fully expect we have some very bearish trades on with volatility out until January. Why? As you can see, for the past, call it, let's just say 3 months. For the past 3 months, whenever the VIX has hit around 19 or 20, it's immediately pulled back. And when the VIX has gotten down to the, hey, there's world peace is broken out and everything's great, down to the 14, 15 handle, it goes back up. Now, obviously, in the past couple weeks, we've seen a great run in volatility from, the 16 all the way up to just north of 22. We're pulling back a little bit today. So taking a look at the VIX, folks, the VIX tends to revert to its mean. It's a mean reverting instrument. So as you can see in this 5-year chart of the VIX, back here when the financial tsunami hit, we were in where we were a couple weeks ago, the mid-teens, right? Popped all the way up to the high 80s, low 90s. And then central banks got involved, the government got involved in capitalism, and the VIX went all the way back down. European crisis, spike, back down. Debt ceiling debacle, back down. And then smaller, right around now. Why does volatility do this? First of all, volatility cannot remain elevated for too long, okay? People buying tons of protection, that doesn't go on forever. So once people feel protected enough, the VIX tends to drop. So we're seeing that today with the VIX pulling back 5-6%, and we're going to see that. So like I said, we have some bearish positions on volatility into January because I just don't think the VIX is going to stay above 20 through January. I think we're going to get some sort of deal on the fiscal cliff. Don't know what it's going to look like. And the market's going to rally. We're going to have a little bit of that January effect. Might not happen in the first week, but we're going to have that January effect that we've seen historically for the past 3 years. Taking a look at the chart of the SPX, for the past 3 years, we've seen the market rally out of the gates. There's 2010. There's 2011, and there's 2012. So we see this January effect. The fiscal cliff, like I said, is kind of clouding this year's January effect, but a day is a lifetime in today's market, right, folks? I mean, we might get some resolution today or a vote, or the president might cave a little bit on taxes, and the Republicans might cave a little bit on the income threshold, go to $400,000, $500,000, $600,000, quote unquote, for rich people. So we'll get something, but again, folks, the market's going to wallow around here, flat for through today. And since it's a shortened holiday week, beware of low volume and shortened holiday weeks with really driving a market direction. And I'll be back on Wednesday with a Top Gun Options sit rep situation report, and I'll give you my outlook for 2013, but expect today to kind of be a light day as we move sideways and wait for something to come out of the clown car in DC. Okay, so I'm going to get back to trading. Make sure you have a safe and happy New Year. Do not drink and drive. Do not drink and drive. take a cab, carpool, whatever it is. But if you're going to enjoy the New Year holiday and you are going out, please be careful. Okay, so I'll see you guys Wednesday for our Top Gun Options sit rep. Happy New Year, happy 2013. Going to be a great year at Top Gun Options and also wealth creation investing. We'll see you.